group of ANC supporters are making their voices heard outside the Indaba Hotel. They're demanding to be allowed into the regional Ekhuruleni conference, but security is tight. Newzroom Afrika's Tumaole Mohlaoli is there. Tumaole, good evening to you. We know that tensions must be high. Talk to us. What's happening there?
A very good evening, and tensions indeed are quite high, and they've been so throughout the evening. Although there is, of course, a heavy police presence here, keeping an eye, and the situation is that there are some delegates who are angered because they are not being allowed into the venue. Now, officials from the ANC, including Zwandile Masina himself, saying that, of course, the process is because they have to be vetted, and that means that to enter this regional conference as a delegate, you have to prove that you are registered, and you have to prove that you are a ANC card-carrying member in good standing. Some of the members are saying that this is just merely gatekeeping to ensure that a certain slate in terms of the politicking inside the ANC gets to win this regional conference. Of course, when the regional conference is won, that will influence what happens at the elective national conference. And so it is a bitterly contested space. The issue of registration is also, from Masina's point of view, an issue that will ensure that candidates who are in good standing and actually members of the ANC are the ones that can participate. Now, at the heart of all this is the issue of policy, because the regional conference will also then send delegates to the national conference, and the contestation is about whether the ANC is still the ANC that members know. Members are saying that the issue of technology, where people have to register online, is being used to basically push other members aside. Now, the region that is being contested here is Ekhuruleni. Why it's in Sandton, the north of Sandton, is because they are saying that this region is a border region and actually falls under Ekhuruleni. But we do know, of course, that this conference has been postponed several times and has been moved to several venues, something that some within the ANC who say they are ANC members in good standing are questioning, saying that this is just a ploy to try and steal this elective conference. But of course, ANC officials are saying that they will continue well into the night if need be, and of course their conference was supposed to have started. It seems that it'll roll over into the morning. They're saying that they won't leave here until the processes are finalized and this conference is declared closed and declared officially closed after it is run its official program.
Let's talk about the contenders, so to speak, Tumaole. We know that Zwandile Masina is seeking a second term as regional chairperson, as well as some allegations now being made against Regional Secretary Thembigosi Nxiza, who is also seeking re-election.
Yes, of course, and the regional secretary seeking re-election, and the allegations would be that these contestations that we see outside are basically being driven by the regional secretary, who's wanting to keep hold of his seat. You would know that, of course, with Masina, he is one who is saying that he has turned around Ekhuruleni, but Ekhuruleni has been in all sorts of bad news, if one can put it that way, when you look at what has been happening in terms of service delivery. Masina is seen as someone who has pushed himself as an ANC candidate and an ANC administrator who's tried to clean house, but the Auditor General's report tells a very different story about the state of affairs in Ekhuruleni and the municipality. Ekhuruleni, of course, being a hub of development. We know that there are various shopping and economic malls and venues of economic activity that are built in and around, of course, OR Tambo International. And these contracts are at the heart of this contestation because they are quite lucrative. So delegates here are saying that by pushing or sidelining some of them out, it is effectively trying to ensure that coffers keep a certain candidate in power, and the issue of a slate politics with money exchanging hands is also into question. But this is what people have been saying on the ground. This will be put directly to the ANC delegates themselves when we get an opportunity to talk to them, because the media is not allowed in as these vetting processes are continuing. We are told that the media will be briefed extensively, however, that this is an internal ANC process that is happening behind the closed doors, and we just have to keep an eye and await their briefing when it does happen, as it happened earlier.
All right, let's leave it there for now. Newzroom Afrika reporter Tumaole Mohlaoli keeping a very close eye on the group of ANC supporters who are making their voices heard outside at the regional Ekhuruleni conference in Gauteng, Fourways.